on 103.2 FM.
From Leyland to Longridge
and Wood Plumpton to Walton Ledale.
It's your community.
Your radio.
Your Preston FM.
And that's where you are, Preston FM 103.2. And my next guest in the studio this morning, it's lovely to welcome Ronan McMahon into the studio. And Ronan is from Streetwise Sports Club, I think. Is that right?
Well, Preston City Council Sport and Health Development, Huey, but the Streetwise Sports Club is one of the programmes that I do work on and coordinate.
So the Streetwise Sports Club is actually covering all lots of clubs. So it's an actual activity, is it?
Yeah, it's an activity session at Westview Leisure Centre, and we deliver it every Thursday between the hours of 4 and 6 p.m. and it's for boys and girls between the ages of 8 and 14, and we offer a variety of different activities every week. For the price of £1.50, you will have access to swimming, rock climbing, football, and a whole variety of various multi-sports, so things like dodgeball, handball, ultimate frisbee, uni-hock, you name it, we do it.
Uni-hock? What's
yes.
uni-hock?
It's just indoor hockey, basically, and it's quite sort of timely with the Winter Olympics as well at the moment. You generally play it with a plastic puck. So instead of generally playing hockey with a ball, uni-hockey is played with a puck which slides across a sports hall floor. So,
right.
So yeah, there's lots and lots of activities. Really, really good opportunity to get down to the club, try some new sports, do something different, meet new people, and we can guarantee you'll definitely have lots of fun.
Right. So that happens every Thursday?
Every Thursday at Westview Leisure Centre, 4 till 6 o'clock. All the details are on our website, preston.gov.uk. Just follow the sport and health development pages.
And as we say, it is about health development as well, isn't it? Because that plays an important part these days, isn't it? Because we keep reading where in schools there's less and less sport played and less physical activities, particularly in junior schools these days.
Yeah, There's all sorts of messages that are sent out via the press, but the government are slowly turning their heads towards sport again. They have invested, some money in sport and committed some school sport for the next 2 years, which is fantastic because the previous Labour government did support sport in a big way through the school sports partnerships. But it is up to local councils, local voluntary sector clubs, groups, youth clubs, scouts, any sorts of organisations to promote sport and physical activity, not only just for the health benefits, but for the social benefits as well, for mind and well-being, and also what we say, it teaches you life skills. So it teaches you about motivation, teamwork, leadership, cooperation, all the skills that you need in life as a rounded human being, you can learn within the sports sector, playing sport, engaging in sport.
So, again, what ages do you cater for?
Well, within the sport and health development sector, which I work in, we deliver sport for young people, usually from about the age of 8 years of age upwards. So there are certain clubs that we support that deliver activities from the age of, say, 3. They do like Tiny Tots activities. For instance, there's gymnasts play at Westview Leisure Centre next week, and that's for the ages of up to 5 years of age, where they can just come along. It's a family fun session. It's about sort of balance and movement. There's soft play apparatus as well. So we promote sport and physical activity, engage in all the different avenues of sport from right from the day that young people can walk and move, really, up until unfortunately can't walk and move. But we encourage them the whole way through that journey. So
it really is good, though, isn't it, to do it, have a nice family approach with very young children, to make activity and sport fun.
Definitely.
And to have all the family together.
Yeah, certainly there's certain sports that lend themselves better to that. For instance, cycling is a great sport for enjoying as a family. And we do have a cycling officer. We are lucky enough to have a cycling officer here in Preston. And there are various programmes of cycle rides catered for young people, families. There's the Breeze project, which is aimed exclusively for women. For instance, during half term next week at Westview Leisure Centre, we've got the climbing walls, and we actually offer a family taster session, which is for up to 6 family members. One must be over the age of 18, and that's £30. So we do try and encourage that family participation, mums, dads, uncles, aunties, friends of the family engaging together as a family, having fun, enjoying themselves.
And Westview just gone through a refurbishment, so it's a new kind of Westview.
They have, and Fullwood as well. Both leisure centres have gone through a refurbishment. State-of-the-art fitness suite facilities. There's a dance studio being put in at Fullwood. The council is investing, contrary to belief, all the doom and gloom of all the local and central government cuts. It's nice to see that the council are investing in their facilities and promoting the sport and health offer to local residents.
And we just touched on it then, but how important do you think it is for young people to be a team player and be part of a team in playing sport?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be part of a team. If you look at Andy Murray, for instance, he plays tennis on his own, but he's got a team behind him. And I think it's that essence of team play. It's the essence of sharing and working towards achieving a shared objective and goal and target. Whether that be you and your individual coach, if you are, for instance, as part of an athletics club, and you are, say, a shot put thrower or a javelin thrower, you work as a team with your coach or coaches and the volunteers there. Or traditionally, if you are part of a netball, a hockey, a football, a volleyball team, you are working cooperatively and cohesively with your teammates. You're helping each other out, you're supporting each other, you're guiding them, you're giving them positive feedback and encouragement. You want to support each other to achieve your target, hopefully winning some matches, achieving maybe some league wins, or maybe even just bettering your team's performance from one game to the next or one season to the next.
Yeah, so there really is quite a mix, isn't there, of, as you say, either being part of a team or really some of the solo sports that are available.
Definitely. I mean, it's these skills that are inherent within sport and physical activity that I think are so valuable and so useful to try and master those skills and try and learn those skills and develop those skills, because they can be transferred into your everyday life, whether you're a pupil at school, whether you're a student at college or university, or whether it's just in your working life or as a parent. Obviously, parents is the perfect example of teamwork. I'm a parent myself, and me and my wife have to work as a team every day with our little daughter. So all the skills that I learnt growing up have come in very handy for me as a father as well.
Yes, I'm sure.
We don't do a warm up in the morning. I'm not that rigid.
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, maybe in a few more months before she brushes her teeth in the morning, but not quite there yet.
And of course, another thing about sports, etc., is about, often for young people, it's a good way of discipline, isn't it? To instill self-discipline when you're playing sport, whether it be part of a team or whether you're playing a solo sport.
Completely. It teaches you about structure. It teaches you about responsibility and organisation, whether it's organising your kit, whether it's organising yourself to make the bus, to make training, or to make the match day. It's about organising yourself that you're prepared to compete, to train, whether that's eating at a certain time. Everything is about following a structure and about organising things to suit yourself as well and for the benefit of what you're doing. So definitely it teaches you that discipline. It also instills that ability to follow instructions, to work with people in positions of authority, whether that's a coach, whether that's a club chairman, even whether that's your club captain. It's about being able to follow instructions and also to lead people as well, and to have that happy balance, really. It definitely instills discipline, which is a good thing from the point of view that it teaches people to follow structure, and it's sometimes people say it's good to have a little bit of structure in your life. So I definitely think that sport does encourage that within your life. So.
And what seems to be the most popular sports these days for young people who come along?
Well, I think young people are extremely lucky nowadays. I'm 35 myself, and when I was at school many moons ago, it was very traditional.
That's right.
Even though the sport at my school, Cartmel Priory School in South Cumbria, was fantastic, and we had good facilities, we never had the chance to try lacrosse, to try golf at primary school, to play handball, to play dodgeball, to engage in all these different sports and have all these different opportunities. Climbing walls, come to my school, have a local climbing centre like we do here in Preston. So I think young people are very lucky to have that wealth of opportunity to get a taster for all these different sports, and that's what they should be doing, trying all the different sports. And there's a sport out there for everyone. And I've seen it. I've seen those young people who say, I don't like football, I don't like hockey, I don't like netball. Okay, have you tried this? Maybe something a little bit different, a little bit alternative. Maybe handball, ultimate frisbee, something like that. And you've engaged someone because it's new, it's completely different. And it might utilise some skills that they didn't even realise they had. So you're always going to get young people playing football. It's the national game. We love it in this country. I like football myself, but women's football is growing incredibly strong at the moment. Netball is really sort of out there, and it's developing as well, not just for young people, for adults re-engaging with netball as well through programmes through the national governing bodies. So hopefully after the Winter Olympics as well, there'll be lots of young people looking at, for instance, Jenny Jones, who won the bronze medal the other day. So the chill factor in Manchester, I'm sure, will be rammed to the gills.
Yes, I'm sure.
And the dry ski slopes. And it would be fantastic if we could get a few more of these facilities coming a bit further north, so that we can have access to winter sports. Sport is always going to be popular. It's about engaging young people in these positive activities, promoting these activities, and making them aware and educating them about the benefits of sport that we've spoke about today, Hughie. So, for me, I'm a great advocate of sport, obviously, with my role, but I've always had a passion and love for sport, and I've always encouraged everyone around me to engage, because, like I said, there's a sport or there's an activity out there for everyone, whether it be basketball, whether it be Pilates, whether it be yoga, whether it be Crown Green bowling. There's something for everybody.
And as we said, Ronan, next week is school's half term, so there's lots of things happening next week up there, I take it. There is, like I mentioned before, there's the Streetwise Sports Club at Westview Leisure Centre for 8 to 14-year-olds, and that's on a Thursday between 4 and 6. At Westview Leisure Centre as well, we have the Gymnies play on a Monday and a Tuesday morning between 10 and 12 o'clock. That's 2 1-hour sessions for 0 to 5-year-olds. There's the climbing wall, which will be open all week. There's various taster sessions, which cost £10. There's junior taster sessions, teen taster sessions, family taster sessions, and there's a 3-day Learn to Climb course. If you're interested in really developing your climbing skills, we have intensive swimming lessons. So if you want to maybe improve your swimming ability, we have various improvers, tiddlers, beginner sessions, both at Westview and at Fulwood Leisure Centre. And also for young people who are disabled, up to the ages from 8 to 18, we have a disability sports camp, and that's at Westview Leisure Centre on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. And that's going to incorporate a whole host of different multi-sports, so things like swimming, rock climbing, fun multi-sport games, trips to maybe the fitness suite as well. And that's, like I said, that's for young people with a variety of various disabilities and impairments. So there's a good offer there. Also, with our local sports clubs,
the local sports clubs will be offering their own provision. So whether it be the gymnastics club, trampoline club, Preston Grasshoppers Rugby Club, the various football clubs around the area. It's about sort of finding out what's out there, looking at the websites, looking at preston.gov.uk, going into the leisure centres, finding out what's about, because there's plenty to do and there's lots to engage young people over this half-term holiday.
Brilliant. Just give us the website again then, Ronan.
Yeah, it's preston.gov.uk, and once you are on the web page, just click on the sport and leisure pages, and then from there you'll have all the options of what's happening in the leisure centres. There is our own sport and health development page as well for the Streetwise Sports Club. So you will be able to navigate yourself around once you just click on the sport and leisure pages.
Lovely. Can I thank you for coming in this morning? Thanks, Ronan.
Thank you very much, Huey.
Okay,
it's been a pleasure.
bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to our podcasts. But don't forget, Chat City is live weekdays from 10 till noon on 103.2 Preston FM.